I'm literally obsessed with this article in The Guardian about views of the menopause for women around the world. From Brazil to Bangladesh, women are unifying together to talk about their experiences, what it is to have that discussion in their community, and most importantly, what happened when they went to the healthcare professionals. For somebody like me, who's an advocate for marginalized communities and makes content in Urdu and Punjabi, it's really lovely to hear how other women are going through their experiences, but also it's really sad as well because it's that unifying message of embarrassment, stigma, and taboo when it comes to the menopause. For example, in South Sudan, it's seen that women should have children right up until they die because that is the view that they have. You are literally here for reproduction. And in Spanish, in Ecuador, one of the speakers talks about how the fact that having hot flushes, the word for it is translated literally as embarrassment. And women use the terminology around menopause as a way to embarrass or almost to insult another woman as well, which is really sad. For example, saying, oh, you are feeling menopausal at the moment. And this is something that we've had a lot of the time where women feel really uncomfortable and therefore don't come forward with their symptoms as well. What is really fascinated me was that women from India are also having this conversation. Bile says that doctors told me to grin and bear it. And also when she went to the doctor, it was almost seen as a conversation that she couldn't have because there wasn't the lexicon on the words to be able to talk about menopause. But most importantly, she talked about her husband and how having intimacy with him was really difficult. And there is this sort of analogy of use it or lose it. So have sex and put up with it and grin and bear it, even though it's really, really painful. And those are taboo subjects which I feel that we shouldn't be putting up with anymore, and we definitely should be talking about hormone replacement therapy. The fascinating thing was that the speakers from Brazil were saying we have loads of HRT, but the fear mongering around that is really difficult, and therefore women don't opt to go for HRT or talk themselves out of it. Or worst case scenario, which we see happening a lot, is that women are gaslit and therefore they don't take up the opportunity to have hormone replacement therapy and are offered antidepressants, something that we see here. What I found really fascinating about this article is that we always have had, unfortunately, it's very Eurocentric and white conversations around the menopause. To have something like this, which women are echoing, albeit very similarly, it shows us, one, that there is a massive medical misogyny and medical gaslighting that happens around women's health that we need to be tackling, but also the fact that we are unifying and having this conversation so it is less taboo. And this is why we should be